Hi and welcome to our camper van rentals. This is a VW Transporter 2016 or 66 plate, about 90-ish thousand miles on the clock, and we got it from a place called Wakefield Camper Van Hires. They have three different ones. I think they're all the same spec. This one's Oscar, and we've rented him for 2 nights, and it was £100 a night to rent. That's in peak season. It's August now. It is cheaper if you go outside of the high seasons.
It also cost us £20 extra to bring
this
the
little
dog
mutt,
for
which
a couple of nights.
We've brought her, and all she's done is complain and protest because we've not gone out yet, because we're waiting to have a brew, because I'm absolutely gasping and I'm from Yorkshire, so you've got to have a brew. So yeah, this is pet friendly. I believe all of them are pet friendly. I think you just have to pay an extra £20, £25 charge, and it's all specced out. There's the pop top. We had cruise control, which was really lovely when we're driving. Jamie sat on the captain's seat that swivels round 360. We have fridge, hob, two ring gas burner hob, plenty of cupboard space, and there's loads more behind these seats. There's loads more space where we've got some other bits and bobs. So yeah, we're really looking forward to spending our first night here.
So here we are, we've just brought the transporter back, loading up for our first trip away. Figured out the pop top, figured out the swirling passenger seat, had a test drive. Looking forward to getting on the road again this afternoon. We are on the road again, en route to Crosby Beach, all settled up. Pretty successful takeoff. How does it feel to be driving a transporter?
It's amazing. I feel so high up because I have a Fit 500, so she's so small.
Here we are, having just arrived at Crosby Beach outside of Liverpool. Eva is keen to get out and play, but before we do that, we need to make a cup of tea. So let's put the kettle on. Job 1, make a cup of tea.
Always the first job.
How easy or how hard has making a cup of tea been?
Well, it's my first time using a whistling kettle, so I'm not sure if I just assume you put water in it and it boils. But otherwise, yeah, good. Just making sure that flame doesn't blow out because the door's open. It's very simple. All your little tea and coffee things are up here. Oh, I'm getting very excited. I thought I just heard it whistling, but that might have been a kid screaming. Who knows?
Tea's ready.
Oh, is there a sweeter sound than a cup of tea being mashed?
When you arrive at Crosby Beach, you can either walk and see the 100 cast iron statues, which are called Another Place, or you can take this green scenic route.
Cooking tea, and we are cooking on gas. So we turn the little isolator switch on, which then turns on the hob, which they seem to be upside down to me, but this is needed because I don't want to get my fingers too close. So we just put that on there, get that cooking or heating up even in there. Now, I'm not sure if our camper van came with any oil. Yes, it did.
In case some of you are wondering, we're not using the pop top just to see what it's like not having one. We've not decided if we're going to get a van that's got one yet, so this is just to see what it's like.
That is a very good point. I am the small, well, I do all the cooking anyway. this fridge sticks, so you have to like, there we go. I do all the cooking. But yeah, I'm smaller than Jamie. Jamie's 6 foot. I'm definitely not 6 foot. So it's just easy if I do this.
One thing to note is that there is also no table that comes with these, or at least this particular rental. We will be probably doing some prep on a table if there was one, so that is one thing to note. So it looks like it's going to be dinner plates on his knees tonight.
Yeah, we're having stir fry, which is like standard van meal. So we cheated and got a Morrison stir fry. Not as good as the Marks and Spencer stir fries, they are infinitely better. But Jamie keeps telling me I've got to stop spending money. So let me open the packet. There's plenty of like knives, scissors. Oh, a little spatula. Oh, I love tiny things. Oh, I need to get something in that pan quick, sharpish. And here's what I'm looking for: a sharp knife to open this packet that's had the end broken off, or is it meant to be like that? No, I think it's meant to be like that. Oh no, don't put it in upside down, obviously. Yeah, it would be nice if we had like, there is a chopping board and stuff. It'd just be nice if there was a little table so we could chop these little fillets up some more.
Yeah.
But haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potato. It is what it is. Step 2, add the stir fry mix. Whoops, get it everywhere. So because there's not enough room in this pan, I'm going to do it slightly backwards. I'm going to add this before the noodles. I'm going to cook the noodles separately. Or, I don't know really, I'll figure it out. Oh, this actually says to do the sauce, then the noodles. Maybe I'm doing it right. Who knows? Stay tuned to find out.
First trip out and there's a copper that's just pulled up in the same car park. Wouldn't it be hilarious if they were coming to tell us off?
Look, they've gone back to get it.
So whilst cooking our stir fry, we've just literally noticed 2 suspicious looking young chaps throw, what would you say, potentially some weed in some bushes.
They were like tennis balls, canisters that you put, you know, like tennis balls in. And they just launched them. They literally pulled up and then just launched them into the long grass and then ran off and had a cig. And then when they realised that the copper hadn't come for them, they got back in the car. Well, they retrieved their items and got back in the car. Welcome to Liverpool. Bon appetit.
This looks absolutely fantastic. Our first meal in a camper van. One thing to note is that when you do get Oscar, you do get a little guide as well, telling you what you need to know. So Oscar comes with this TV. It's a cute little TV.
Hi, this is the bed setup. So it's a rock and roll bed, so it goes from like that to flat. You just pull it by a lever. I did have to use my body weight to like flatten it down. Dog's body weight didn't do it. But other than that, it was pretty easy setup. It's got underneath all these millions of layers, there is a self-inflating foam mattress, which I'm actually really impressed by. I'll see what it's like after spending a night on it. Mattress protector, bottom sheet, and then we've gone for 2 sleeping bags because we hate being hot on a night, so we get really hot. So we're going to see how we go. We have got a diesel heater if it gets cold, and we've got, you know, thick clothes and stuff like that. But yeah, she's happy. She's settling down for the night, even though her bed will be on the floor. So yeah, thanks.
So here is our first stealth camp, complete with windscreen cover. Curtains drawn. These are blackout windows anyway, aren't they, actually? But we have
These are
curtains.
blackout windows, yeah.
Curtains from the inside.
So this is the van set up for the night. We have 6, I think, spotlights in the roof, and there's a little moonlight here and then 2 lights under here. We've got complete blackout curtains and the windscreen cover, so if I start to turn the lights off, as you can see, it gets pretty dark.
Okay, so it's the morning after our first camp. Just taking Eva out for a short morning walk. Look at this. This is what you wake up to when you're camping somewhere like this. You literally, well, we're not too far from the beach whatsoever. It was a very, very quiet night. In terms of sleeping, the street that we stayed on was completely quiet. The van was black. It was a nice atmosphere, but for some reason, none of us really got to sleep that well other than the dog. Yeah, I don't know why that was. It was pretty hot for me. There wasn't much ventilation, so a fan certainly would have been nice. So here we are now, we've had breakfast, we're about to get ready, and what I've done is just put up this tech chair, got Eva sat next to me, and Hayley's using the full size of the van just to get dressed for the day. Once we were both ready, we decided to check out Kaz's Kitchen, an excellent local cafe in Waterloo. The cafe was dog friendly, and because it was such a beautiful day, we decided to sit outside and check out the fantastic rustic surroundings. Alright, so here we are for our first pit stop. What have you got?
I've got pistachio bundt cake, which I've never seen. I've seen bundt cake before, but not pistachio, so I'm very excited to try it. I've just got an orange juice.
And I've got Victoria sponge with iced coffee, and Eva's getting none of it.
So, because I slept pretty badly, I just had a nap. I feel a bit better. So now we're going to have some lunch because we are well overdue. So I'm going to make some mushroom pasta. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce this. To me, this is green and egg and green tagliatelle. Mushroom, got some single cream, some flat leaf parsley, some garlic granules somewhere, and I'll need some salt and pepper. So I'm going to ask Jamie to go to the cafe in the leisure centre where we're parked and ask them for some sachets.
So problem one occurred when we realised we had no water left whatsoever. So thankfully there's an ice cream van that's literally just round the corner where we got this bottle of water for £2 just to put us on. So cooking resumes.
So pasta is complete, so I'm just going to go and empty it on this grass because it's very hot. This colander is like the best thing I've ever seen. We could do with this in our kitchen. I think I'll just cook in that pan because then it's just easier. There's just one pan rather than getting the frying pan involved as well. Do you want bowls or plates?
Bowl. Now have some nice mushrooms cooking.
Normally I like to cook them in butter, but we don't have any butter.
She is complete.
She is complete. It's just, I'm trying not to make a mess.
And for a finishing touch, why not add some parsley? When the UK looks as glorious as it did on this day, there really is no reason to go abroad. There is another park up a mile or two's walk from where we stayed. This is a paid park up and you can't stay overnight, but if you just simply want a day trip, then you can't really get a better view than this. This is literally overlooking the beach, so a fantastic stop if you're a day tripper. So this could be the last park up now. We're in Sefton. We're basically opposite a church, which is the bells that you can hear, and there looks to be a really nice pub. So we're going to go and check it out, have some food, and then go from there. So it's our last night on this trip, so we've treated ourselves to some tapas. Bon appetit!
Bon appetit.
Once we got the all clear that we could stay the night from the pub owner, we decided to repark in the stealthiest spot in the car park. So this might be the spookiest park up that we've done, because there's actually a graveyard right there. So here is the van, and then graveyard. So if I come a bit further out, let's see how it goes. So plan B, we've just been told by some locals that there's lots of mosquitoes, and that pub is apparently the most haunted pub in Liverpool. So we've been recommended some kind of lake stop by them. So we're going to go and check it out and see what we can find. It's not too far, and we'll take it from there. So we've just been down where we got recommended, but it was a private property sign, and we didn't really fancy being shot by farmers. So are we going to check out another turn or go back to somewhere safer?
We'll try that other turn.
Okay, we'll check out this other turn.
And we'll, because I think I don't know if it's this one here that I missed. It's like straight on. What? Who are crossing? Why is there a sign for people crossing? Why would anyone be crossing here? Right, so it's this straight on here. They did say it's behind the wall, and technically that was behind the wall, but there was a very suspicious man who got really close to us.
So it could be here then, couldn't it?
It could be here. So we're really tired, and we just want to fill the water and try and find somewhere to sleep for the night. And we came here, and it says air and water, and I tried using this, but obviously it's like, and I've just fallen in that again. Look, it's little. So we went in, and we scouted around trying to find the tap. We asked the man, and he was really arsey and was like, there's one by the water, and I was like, okay, we didn't know, whatever. If you wouldn't have known, because it is quite dark, if you just come around this corner, here is the tap. So we thought we cracked it. This bit fits on to the pipe under there, that's no problem. The problem is that this bit needs to have the special attachment. I forgot what it's called. We've got one on the one at home where it plugs into this bit and then screws onto the tap. I don't know what it's called, but we've got one at home. Very frustrating, because if I'd have known that, I would have just taken the one off our outside tap and done that. But no joy, still no water. But at least we bought a collapsible water tank, and it was like what, £2 for 18 litres of water from Aldi. So it is what it is.
We finally found this nice little stealth car park in a pub. We arrived late and had absolutely no problems whatsoever. Given hindsight, we really should have just stayed in that first pub, but that is hindsight for you. The only disadvantage was that when we woke up, the van itself was covered in flying ants, as you can see on the bonnet here if I zoom in. Thankfully, none of these got in the van itself, so that's at least one positive thing. The plan here was basically just to kind of pack up, get ready, and drive to the beach, then have breakfast at the beach, as you'll see now.
So, here's our ticket. We can come and go as we please.
This is the current view from the back of the van. We've got the bed all the way out here, as you can see. 2 chairs in front, so literally you couldn't be any closer to the beach with this park up. It cost £10, but it really is worth its weight in gold. You can't stay here overnight, but as a day trip it's absolutely fantastic. So that concludes our little road trip and our stealth stay with Oscar, Volkswagen Transporter T6 rental. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button below and subscribe to this channel for more adventures like this. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on the road again.